Hearken to the voice of the Eternal, for the atmosphere of the heavens has shifted and the countdown to your destiny has begun. God Himself commands your attention, and Archangel Michael stands at the threshold of your life with a flaming sword. For there are but minutes left in this cycle of shadow before the light of the morning star breaks through. This is not a mere message. It is a prophetic mandate issued from the throne of grace, specifically for you, today. Before the foundations of the earth were laid, before you took your first breath, or your mother held you in her arms, a decree was whispered in the high places of glory. I spoke a word over your soul that the stars recorded and the depths of the earth feared. I did not suggest your safety. I commanded it. I declared, "This child is mine, and I must protect them." That word remains unshakable, vibrating through your heart even now, as the seconds of this day slip away toward a divine encounter. You have wondered why your path has been steep, why the sister of your soul or the loved ones around you seem to walk a simpler road. You have felt the sting of resistance when your intentions were pure and the weight of challenges when you were merely trying to do good. Hear me now, it was never because you were weak. It was because you were marked. You were identified by the divine long before the world noticed your face. Heaven recognized your worth before you could even spell your own name. When I speak, destiny is set in motion, and I am speaking over you right now. You are not a face in a crowd. You are a chosen vessel of the Most High. Among the billions who walk this earth, you have been singled out by divine intention. Not everyone carries the same covering. Not everyone is guarded with this celestial intensity. I must protect you because what I have deposited within you carries a weight of glory that the world cannot contain. It carries a light that blinds the darkness and a purpose that transcends your human understanding. The unseen forces of the air are aware of your significance. The resistance you felt, the pushback, the sudden storms, the attempts to silence you before you could speak, those were not coincidences. They were signs of recognition. Darkness reacts instinctively to the light that burns within you. But let this truth settle into the very marrow of your bones. The enemy's awareness of your destiny does not grant him authority over your life. It only serves as the reason why I have multiplied your protection tenfold. I have watched over you in the silent watches of the night. I have redirected your feet from paths of destruction you didn't even see. I have shattered weapons that were forged in the fires of malice before they could ever reach your skin. Plans were made to wear you down, to discourage your spirit, and to delay your crowning, but they have all failed. They failed not because you were perfect, but because I am faithful. Divine favor is not a distant promise. It is your current reality. It is not something you must earn or strive for. It is your birthright, assigned to you by the King of Kings. This is why doors have opened for you that should have remained locked. This is why you have survived the unsurvivable. You have only hours left in this season of waiting. By the time this day ends, the shield of the Archangel will be visible to your spirit. Do not let another minute pass in doubt. Trust the heart of the Father, for the protection surrounding you is eternal, and the glory about to be revealed through you is unstoppable. Hearken now, for the clocks of heaven are striking a holy hour, and the sands of time are slipping through the hourglass. You have but minutes left in this day to internalize the truth that will alter the course of your lineage forever. Archangel Michael stands as a sentinel over your threshold, his presence a testament that the battle is already decided. God Himself is breaking the silence to speak directly into your heart, for the destiny of your mother, your sister, and every loved one tied to your spirit depends on the strength of your awakening today. You have survived things that should have destroyed you. You have walked through fires that should have left nothing but ash. Yet you stand here, breathing and chosen. Do not look upon your survival with guilt, and do not question why you were spared while others were not. This is not the time for the why of the mind, but for the yes of the Spirit. Receive this with humility. Favor does not promise a life of ease, but it guarantees protection with purpose. I know the secret whispers of your soul. I have seen the moments you wondered if you were merely imagining my hand upon your life. Let God remove all doubt from your spirit in this very hour. Hear the decree that echoes through the halls of eternity. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. The weapons of accusation, the arrows of fear, the chains of delay, and the fog of confusion. They have been formed, yes, but they have been dismantled before they could reach completion. Some were aimed at your chest, but they lost their direction in the wind of the Spirit. Some reached your skin, but they were stripped of their power to finish their work. You are still standing because the mouth of the Almighty declared that you would be. There is no power in hell that can override a divine mandate. I speak with a holy urgency now, not because the darkness is winning, but because your protection is fully active and requires your recognition. When you know who you are, you stop walking as though you are unguarded. When you understand that the Archangel Michael and the hosts of heaven are intimately involved in your affairs, you stop shrinking under the pressure of the world. You stop apologizing for the space you occupy. You stop mistaking the resistance of the enemy for the rejection of the Father. You are watched over, not casually, not occasionally, but constantly. In those bitter nights when you felt utterly alone, you were never unguarded. In those seasons where you felt exposed to the elements, you were never uncovered. The King of Glory does not sleep. He does not look away. He never forgets the word He spoke over your soul before the world began. When I declared, "This one I must protect," I bound my eternal name to your journey. I do not break my covenant. Before you take another step, before you allow doubt to cloud your vision again, realize this: the calling on your life is real. The destiny ahead of you is intentional. You are standing because I have been standing with you, a pillar of fire in your darkest night. This is not arrogance. This is your divine identity. And that identity changes how you walk into tomorrow. Do not mistake protection for the absence of pressure. Pressure will come, but it will not prevail. Challenges will rise, but they will not define you. You are guarded, but you are not fragile. You are covered, but you are not hiding. You are chosen, you are not forgotten, and you are destined, never drifting. Listen closely, for the season you are entering today requires a new level of awareness. You cannot walk into the glory of the future thinking you are unprotected when heaven has already declared you untouchable. You cannot continue to shrink when I have spoken increase over your name. Your very existence has triggered a response in the unseen realm, and I am sealing this truth upon your soul this very minute. The veil is thin, and the stars themselves hold their breath as the Archangel Michael descends with the weight of the third heaven. God is moving in the silent spaces of your room, and you have but minutes left to grasp the magnitude of what is being spoken over your life. This is not a chance encounter. It is a divine appointment scheduled before the dawn of creation. Look into your heart and feel the burning of the truth. Today is the day your identity is reclaimed from the mouth of the lion. Before your first breath filled your lungs, before your mother ever whispered your name, or your sister ever held your hand, I knew you. I did not discover you as the pages of time unfolded. I saw you before time ever began its march. I knew the intricate shape of your soul, the hidden weight of your thoughts, and the quiet questions you carry in the dead of night. I saw the battles that would seek to break you, and I measured out the exact strength you would need to overcome them. I chose you with full awareness of every scar you would ever bear. Nothing about your journey has surprised the Almighty. You were known, you were seen, and you were wanted before the world ever made room for you. Type these words into the fabric of your spirit. I am fully covered by your grace, my unfailing protector. When I formed you, it was not an act of chance or convenience. Heaven was standing at attention. Purpose was screaming your name while you were yet unformed. Long before you became aware of your own heartbeat, the heavens recognized the treasure I placed inside you. Your life did not begin at birth. It began in my divine intention. Destiny always precedes awareness. You did not wake up one day and suddenly become significant. You were significant before you ever opened your eyes. The world met you late, but I have been with you from the beginning. This is the reason you have always felt different. Even when you could not explain the ache in your chest, you sensed you did not belong in the small, shallow boxes where others seemed comfortable. That feeling of being set apart, that sense of isolation that often haunted you, was never rejection from me. It was recognition. You were designed with a depth that cannot be satisfied by the empty answers of this world. You were shaped with a sensitivity that could not survive in careless, reckless spaces. You were created with a purpose that refused to stay hidden in the shadows. I did not rush your creation. I did not borrow parts from others and hope they would fit together in you. Every detail of your being was an intentional act of the divine. Your mind, your complex emotions, your capacity to feel both pain and compassion so deeply. None of these are flaws. They are markers. They are the signs of my design, the fingerprints of God upon your very essence. What others tried to label as your weakness is the very place where my power is being perfected today. Hear me now, for the clock is ticking and the atmosphere is heavy with the presence of Archangel Michael. You are not a mistake. You are not a byproduct of your struggles. You are guided. You are guarded. You are destined. The story of your life is not finished because the author has not yet put down the pen. Let this identity settle into your spirit this very hour. Let it change the way you pray for your loved ones. Let it change how you endure the pressure. Let it change the way you rise from the ashes. Protection is not passive, and your destiny is not an accident. Heaven has spoken, and I am still speaking. You were never overlooked. You were set apart. And I say it again with authority and love intertwined. This one I must protect. The celestial clock is striking the midnight hour, and the atmosphere of your life is being reordered by the hand of the Almighty. Archangel Michael has descended with a legion's strength. For there are but minutes left in this day to settle the matter of your identity once and for all. God is speaking directly to your heart, bypassing every wall of doubt you have built. This is the moment your mother's prayers and the future of your loved ones converge into a single point of divine light. Hear this now. Today the seal is placed upon your spirit. What the world tried to label as your weakness was, in truth, the evidence of your high calling. What you tried to suppress in the shadows was exactly what I intended to use to shake the foundations of the earth. Heaven recognized you in the cradle, even when the world ignored you. This is why the pressure came before the praise. This is why the resistance rose up before the recognition. The unseen realm responds to your purpose long before people ever catch a glimpse of it. You were never unnoticed. You were observed with a father's eye, watched with a creator's care, and guarded with an archangel's sword. I did not wait for you to understand your worth before I began to protect you. I claimed responsibility for your soul while you were still lost in the maze of discovery. You may have questioned your value because your circumstances were bleak, or believed you were insignificant because your environment failed to affirm you. But hear me with the clarity of a trumpet blast. Your identity does not come from your circumstances. It comes from me. Circumstances are shifting sands. Opinions are passing clouds. Seasons are fleeting. But the decree I whispered over you before your birth is an immovable mountain. Your identity is rooted in the architecture of heaven, not in the conditions of the earth. I am the owner of your life, not to confine you, but to cover you with an unbreakable shield. Divine ownership is the ultimate protection. When I say you belong to me, I am declaring that your life is not random. Your pain is not a waste, and your future is not unguarded. I hold authority over you because I carry the responsibility for you. God does not abandon what He creates. I do not forget what I design. I do not lose what I have claimed as my own. You were shaped specifically for a time such as this. Even when you were blind to the plan, I was placing within you the capacity to stand when others fall, to endure when others quit, and to love with a depth that terrifies the shallow. This is why you felt the things others ignored. This is why injustice burned like a fire in your bones. This is why silence felt heavy and why you hungered for truth instead of the cheap comfort of lies. These were not random traits. They were the holy seeds of a harvest that is beginning today. Do not be confused by the delay between the promise and the awareness. Destiny often hides in the dark soil before it breaks the surface. You are not late. You are not behind. You were being prepared in the secret place. I allowed time to shape you because what you carry requires a depth that surface-level formation could never sustain. I know you have wrestled with your place in this world. I know you have compared your path to your sister or your peers, wondering why your road was heavier, slower, or lonelier. Comparison is the thief of vision. Your path was heavier because the crown you are to wear is of a greater weight. Your path was lonelier because I needed your ears to be tuned to my voice alone. There are only seconds left in this old season. The divine has moved. The archangel has spoken. The covering is complete. Rise now and walk as one who is owned by the King. The archives of heaven have been opened, and the verdict over your life is finalized. Archangel Michael stands with a sword of light, marking a boundary around your life that the enemy cannot cross. You have only minutes left in this hour to cast off the old skin of doubt. God is speaking directly into the depths of your heart, and what He says today will echo through your lineage, blessing your mother, your sister, and every loved one you hold dear. Stop measuring your life by timelines and standards that were never assigned to your soul. Your path was never meant to mirror another's. It was carved out specifically for the weight of glory you were born to carry. Heaven's recognition of you has never depended on the applause of men. It was never based on your achievements, your performance, or how well you could hide your scars. It was based on divine design. When I look at you, I see my own intention reflected back to me. I see purpose in motion even when you feel paralyzed by uncertainty. I see growth in the very places you think are stagnant, and I see a diamond-hard strength forming where you believe you are most fragile. Do not judge yourself by what you feel in this fleeting moment. Feelings are but shifting winds, but my design is an eternal rock. I want you to rest in this truth. You are not an accident trying to find meaning. You are meaning itself discovering its expression. You are not wandering without direction. You are unfolding according to an ancient, holy intention. Even your questions serve a purpose. Even your doubts are sharpening your discernment for the season ahead. Even your deepest struggles are refining an endurance that will soon be required for your greatest victory. Nothing about you is wasted when you are held by me. You belong to me. This belonging is not a limitation. It is your ultimate freedom. It frees you from the exhaustion of proving yourself to a world that doesn't understand your depth. It anchors you when the earth beneath your feet begins to shift. It reminds you that your worth was established and paid for long before you were ever tested. When you grasp this, you will stop chasing validation from people who are just as lost as you were. You will stop shrinking to fit into spaces that were never designed for your greatness. You will stop apologizing for being too much or too deep in a world that has become dangerously shallow. Let this settle into your very marrow today. Your life began in my intention. Your purpose was recognized by heaven while you were still in the womb. Your destiny preceded your awareness. Your difference was never a defect. It was my design. Your identity is rooted in the throne room, not in your temporary circumstances. I am not discovering you as you go. I am guiding what I already know perfectly. Walk forward with this divine assurance. You are not trying to become someone important. You already are because the King has declared it. You are not trying to earn protection. You already have it because I have claimed you as my own. You are not searching for an identity. You are remembering it. I am with you not as a distant observer, but as the one who knew you first, knows you fully, and will never ever release what I have intentionally created. The unseen realm is bowing to the purpose within you at this very minute. The call on your life was acknowledged in heaven long before the world had an opinion about you. The silver trumpets of the sanctuary are sounding, for the veil between the physical and the spiritual is tearing open at this very moment. Archangel Michael has taken his position at your right hand, his shield gleaming with the light of 1,000 suns, because there are but minutes left in this hour for you to understand why your life has been a battlefield. God is speaking directly into your heart, and the truth being released today will shatter the chains that have bound your mother, your sister,